found out who their opponent was, and then everybody got seated, and then we had to go through and collect all the deck lists, and we're finally ready.
Well, they're getting started here. Gonna take the first. I do think this camera quality looks better. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna start with a Overgrown Tomb Shock. Or no, sorry, Verdant Catacombs. Crack it. So we got Black Green Yawgmoth on the play. Basic Forest. Love the classic Zendikar Forest. I'm pretty sure that's the first Zendikar set, not the battle for Zendikar. And a Birds. This list had like Court of Calling and Eldritch Evolution and stuff, so like, oh, we got the Expedition land, and in the Bounce land, and with an Arboreal Grazer. What Expedition land was that? Was that the Fast land? They don't play the Fast land. Botanical thing? I don't think so.
If it was an
What
expedition,
card is that?
it is most likely a breeding pool, is what it was.
Probably, yeah. Oh no, he didn't take any damage.
Or maybe just played it base. I don't know. I wasn't looking, to be honest with you.
Okay, I need this guy's list. I don't know what his cards do. What? Usually I can recognize from the art, but I don't know what those ones do. Asuza, 2 additional land drops if you want.
Was it just a Cavern of Souls that you didn't know what it
Oh,
was?
it probably is. It's probably Cavern of Souls. 2 more land drops. Bounce land, pick up the Cavern again.
Yeah, so the main thing that he's doing with his Cavern is replaying it and renaming a card
Making sure
so that it
everything
can't
is
be countered.
uncounterable.
I don't
Yep.
think you're going to see a whole lot of that coming from your opponent on Yawgmoth. But basically what it is catered around is flickering an unearthed creature, not an unearthed creature. I can't remember the exact mode, but basically just keep bringing it back and Yawgmoth paying them. Court of the Calling is probably going to go grab it now. I also haven't seen this deck played very often.
All right. Court of Calling for another one of whatever those creatures are. Got the Judge picking up their deck list real quick. I think he's gonna bring them here to us. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Sick.
So the main one that you have questions about is here.
Yawgmoth. Okay. Young Wolf. Strangleroot Geist. Oh my god.
A lot of cards you don't know, huh?
Zulaport Cutthroat. Lots of one-ofs.
Yeah, so basically they
'Cause it
have a
is
lot
Court
of
of
fetch
Calling.
effects,
Right.
like Court of Calling to go get
And
what
Eldritch Evolution.
So now we'll see a Primeval Titan. We do not have an Amulet in play. So getting a big boy to swing this turn is kind of unlikely. But so we're going to see him go get a... Oh god, what's the name of that land called? Teleria West. Thank you. So basically, you got a Teleria West and balanced it, and he's going to probably use it to go fetch up Summoner's Pact or maybe another important land that he needs for this. Because I believe it can grab 0 and down. I do not believe it can grab an Amulet. Most likely with his Valakut, what he's going to plan to do is get a Dryad at some point next turn. And then try to use a bounce land when he swings his Primeval Titan to flicker a bunch with the Valakut and either ping his board down if he thinks it's important enough, or just if he has enough damage on the board to target the opponent.
Yawgmoth deck is on 2 lands, but with those birds and all these creatures to convoke Chord, it doesn't really feel like it. I don't quite know what his deck does, but I feel like this could win the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where he just goes and gets it and then demonstrates the loop if he grabs Yawgmoth. Yeah.
So
Unless he
Yawgmoth
doesn't have a sack outlet.
Yawgmoth, they're in position. Is that... What's that black card do? Is that the...
I mean, bro, you got a PC right there. Just look it up, you goober.
Alright, we'll Google it.
Yep, it's over.
Okay.
So it's this guy.
No, I know Yawgmoth, but I was thinking the other.
Oh, was you trying to figure out which one was the one that he was flickering?
The other black card that he had. He had another black card. Oh, Yawgmoth is its own sack.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was attached to it or if he needed a separate sack outlet.
Pay 1 life, sack another creature, put a -1 counter on up to 1 target creature, and draw a card. Then you can pay, double black, discard a card, proliferate.
Okay.
So
the Yawgmoth player got it. I don't know if you're doing individual scores, if you're just doing their overall record.
oh yeah, I was doing their overall record.
Um,
Maybe. I don't know a good way to do that. I should probably add like maybe 3 little empty circles, and then like you can light it up, or 2 circles on each thing.
yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Huh?
Fill them in.
Thoughts?
All right, we'll add that later. Sorry. Black green Yawgmoth's up 1-0
I mean,
right
then
now.
just use that for their current thing now.
But then it's inconsistent. Like later
Yeah.
rounds, we're not gonna do that.
Fair enough, Darren. Fair enough. Don't get me started. Yeah, I know this deck. I played it like a week.
Right.
That's about it. That deck, I don't know. It's all
Okay.
you cheap.
Let's look at the sideboards here. So we got Plague Engineer, Blight Beetle, Yixlid Jailer. I don't know how you say that. Veil of Summer, 2 Veil of Summer, Scavenging Ooze, Night of Autumn. I feel like that's gonna come in. Maybe. Haven Mind Sensor. That could be good.
Yeah, every mind sensor seems to be pretty good against your opponents constantly looking through their deck.
Yeah.
But
Assassin's Trophy and Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay hits non-land, right? Non-land permanent.
yeah, 3 last can be countered.
So-
So for the Amulet type player, we got 1 Dismember, 2 Mystic Repeals, 2 Run Afoul, 1 Beast Within, 3 Tireless Trackers, 2 Force of Vigors, a Bazooka Bog, a Ghost Quarter, and 2 Engineered Explosives. So I always think the Amulet lists are very cool because you actually get to run lands as your sideboard cards.
Right.
Because they're like, they might be bad in terms of like ever having one normally in a game, but against like, if your Amulet player's playing against like Dredge or something, you have so many things that go fetch specific lands, not including like not even counting the fetch lands, but like individual things that fetch lands to go grab the Bazooka Bog. You can Summoner's Pact it out as well for whenever you need it really bad against an opponent that's trying to dredge you up, Taryn.
Mm-hmm.
So game 2, black green Yawgmoth is up 1-0.
Both of them mulliganing.
And what's our timer at?
Timer
I went to look, but I forgot. How'd you pull that up?
38:55. So 39 minutes.
So very fast game 1,
Yeah.
which I feel like I don't see this match going that long. Amulet can kill in like a turn 2,
Yeah, they're both
turn 3.
basically trying to combo off. And I don't think they either one really interact with the other one that much. Sideboard games might be a little different, but I doubt.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I don't really see a whole lot besides. Yeah, for the Amulet player, I don't know. Maybe some preemptive stuff, like bringing in a Vigor or something like that. He might be fine.
Ooh, another mulligan down to 5. Amulet Titan player will keep. Oh, we didn't say these guys' names. So we got Neil Crabtree is the black green Yawgmoth player, and then Cameron Patrick is the Titan player. You know what I always say. Never trust someone with 2 first names.
I need you to stop.
Just kidding. He seems very trustworthy.
Mm,
Okay, Arboreal Grazer. Get an extra land drop.
oh, very nice. Nice plant token to block that Primeval Titan if he doesn't have a way to give it trample.
Which card is that?
It is
Colony Garden?
Colony Garden, yeah.
And Damping Sphere. Oh. Yeah, so we had Explorer into another land drop. I missed it. And then Damping Sphere for turn 2 for Black-Green Yawgmoth. Back over, we had another Explorer, no land, pass the turn.
So very quick skim. I believe in our Amulet Titan player's hand is a Primeval Titan, an EE, and a Dismember. EE being Engineered Explosive. In the Yawgmoth player, I believe we have a Geist. I haven't been able to see quite what's in his hand. I think the mechanic on that is Undying, right?
Yeah, when it dies, if it has no +1/+1 counters on it, return to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter. And then that's why it combos with Thran, because Thran returns it with the -1 counter. So then you remove the +1/+1 counter, and then, oh look, it hasn't got a +1/+1 counter on it yet, so you can just go infinite.
And then you just get like a drainer, a gain drain situation where
Cutthroat.
you just... Yep. So we have an E on 2.
But that isn't a string root, guys. I don't think that is.
No,
probably...
in his hand.
Oh, is that a young one?
Well, there goes the Geist. Very nice. I don't know. Yeah, so the young wolf's what we saw earlier. We wasn't really able to identify.
No. So that.
So
it costs 2 mana. Is it a Wall of Roots? I think it's just a Wall of Roots.
we saw Cameron pop his EE, take out the Damping Sphere and the other creature, and now we're going to activate a Castle Garen Brig and place in a Primeval Titan. We still have no amulet to give this Titan haste. Also, I believe the land at play was the one, or that's the one for Double Strike. So he opts to get another bounce land and a forest, and he plays a forest for turn. So I don't know if he has quite a way to have a to get Balakit online
Trophy
right now.
Assassin's Trophy on the prime time. Go get another land while you're at it.
He did it more or less for a shortcut reason, since the opponent already had the deck up and shuffling it.
Right.
Instead of offering a cut, then to Assassin's Trophy it.
Be courteous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Wall of Roots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
It's just a little bit hard to read their name.
Yeah, if I'm familiar with the art, it's very easy to tell. But if not, I can't quite read the name and stuff like that. So.
Somebody asked a question.
EE.
I cannot quite read it.
Did anyone play an E?
Yeah, there's a E under the Primeval Titan.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you already popped it to take out the Damping Sphere. And
I got it. So it was on 2. My bad. Right. Neither one interacts. So yeah.
In terms of like counter magic and stopping what you're doing, they have a little bit of reaction to each other once a creature is in play. Like Sash Trophy and stuff like that. But in terms of like reacting with stuff on stack, more or less, there's not going to be a whole lot.
Isn't it kind of crazy that the Yawgmoth deck is on 2 lands again, and it's just doing its thing? So we got Eldritch Evolution this time on the Wall of Roots. So that You can go and get the Thran. There, the Yawgmoth Thran's position, and Stringer guys has a +1/+1 counter on it though, so that doesn't work. But he can start sacrificing other creatures to maybe get the.
No, you're good. I was wondering. Because there's a couple Amulet Titan lists. Some play Karn, some don't play Karn. This one's not playing Karn because sideboard wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. But.
What did he just cast? What's that black spell by Amulet Titan?
Dismember.
Okay, so
That's
Dismember,
the Time Spiral Remastered Old Border Dismember.
Gotcha. Probably on the Yawgmoth.
Yeah, so
he's gonna go and sack in response, draw a card.
Oh, he rips a Chord of Calling.
Chord of Calling that.
Pretty good.
Can't.
It has Convoke.
Yeah, he's short some mana to go to do the thing though, so even with Convoke. What's that card that's down there?
What?
The
card?
pink card that's face down.
The pink
In front of his deck.
Don't quite know. We have a couple people yelling Judge.
Yep.
The very interesting. He had to get up from the table, I believe, because it's probably a little bit hard to recognize if the judge just spotted you.
Right.
We went over that in the player meeting. Obviously, have your hand up, but this table room back here is a little bit behind a wall, so it's very possible you could not see him.
Right.
So he got up and made himself known.
Oh, third land, finally, for black green. Oh, actually, that's a white green land.
That is a Primeval Titan. That is 2 Valakuts and multiple land drops, paying your opponent down, and we'll see the Amulet Titan player take game 2.
Sick.
So we were on game 3.
Yeah, that one was definitely much more interactive. We had like Assassin Trophy to get the first prime time. We had a Dismember for the Yawgmoth.
How much time is left in the round, bud?
Oh, I got signed out.
It looks like Neil might be making another sideboard decision. I think he decided against it. He might have something that he likes a little bit more on the play than he does on the draw. I don't believe
We got 29 minutes.
I don't believe Cameron is making any sideboard adjustments.
Got a few results in there already on the companion app. Only two matches have finished so far in 20 minutes. That's surprising. At least only 2 have been reported. I wonder if everyone knows to report them on the companion app.
That was one of the things we went over. If they didn't feel comfortable reporting it on the app, they can walk up to the judge and have the judge report it, which I highly recommend that they do. Therefore, it's somebody else other than them is reporting the match.
Right. Didn't think we'd get a 3. You know, I wasn't sure that we would either, but Amulet Titan happened to have that Dismember for the Yawgmoth and broke up the combo, so.
Something very interesting is we haven't seen him be able to get an Amulet down.
Right, he's not played it.
Not necessarily that it's been getting removed or countered. He just had one like really in his starting hand. So we see the wolf, I believe.
Young wolf.
And with Vercanicum, we go fetch a forest. Very interesting what's happening.
So Young Wolf does the same combo as well.
And we have a walrus, so he has multiple creature, and he's going to go ahead and fire off the Dismember at it. Keeping the life total there for us. Very nice.
At the Wall of Roots. That's kind of interesting.
I appreciate that from the boys. I know it's kind of an extra step for them to keep track of their life total on that for us.
Right.
And keep their life total on the pad.
Right. Yeah, I asked them if they didn't mind updating the dice. It's just I'd like to get a setup where we could have a digital life total, but it's a lot to keep that up back here because we don't exactly know
Not even
what's
necessarily
going on
like a
out there.
lot. We might like if, for example, we're looking up at a big monitor like on the corner of the room. It's a little bit
Right.
hard sometimes to remember. Like for example, I couldn't tell you what the wolf's power and toughness is right now.
Right.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
if I
Just
don't know
to
the
keep
card.
track of their board state and exactly what effects did damage and
Yeah, it's just a little bit harder for us back here,
oh,
especially if you start getting into
Did he
burn and
just-
prowess. And
he just destroyed his land. What card is that?
I just you got the paper, brother. I don't know what that is.
So like a Fulminator Mage?
That's what that looks like. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
Fulminator Mage coming in.
it's been a while since I've seen a full Fulminator Mage. He got to protect his one land though with the bounce land, but he basically destroyed 2 mana worth of.
Yeah, 2 mana essentially. And there's the Yawgmoth. He has a cord in his hand, so next turn he can just go get whatever, and he's on 1 land right now, but he does have Dismember. I thought I saw Dismember in his hand at the start. Down to 8 though, and Yawgmoth is a 2/2 right now, beaten down.
Yeah.
Has to pay 4 for that Dismember.
So we see a Dryad in play, which I assume was probably going to come down the previous turn because it's a 2/4, so it's a pretty big body. But he plays a Radiant Fountain. He does, I believe, have a bounce land in hand, so this.
Gain some
So
life.
he's going to be able to gain some life
Stall
later.
against the Yawgmoth beats. But Court of Calling is going to go get him another creature here, probably.
And
We are located in Caldwell, Ohio. If you, I'll link our. I think I have the Facebook command still.
oh, look at that, dude!
Yeah.
You're
So if you go to our Facebook right there,
So silly.
get our address, all of our information, stuff like that, and
Oh, very interesting. He top decks an Amulet of Vigor, which is
for
very
good measure, I'll
important
link our
in this
Discord
slot.
too. You can join our Discord. You know, get
Plays a cavern.
notifications, anything like that. So.
This cavern's most likely named on a Dryad. He plays bounce land, puts a Radiant Fountain back in his hand. This is both his land drops for turn. Again, he does have an Amulet in hand that he's drawn.
Instep,
Maybe for this next combo turn.
Instep Cord. Oh, he has Amulet finally.
Yeah.
Gross.
He didn't end up
is
playing
so
it there
gross.
because I think he was a little bit worried about what his opponent could fetch off the Court of Calling
So
or any interaction with his card on the stack. So he went ahead with the safe route, played a cavern named Dryad.
that's a
and
card I still wasn't sure what that is. Is it?
I think it starts with a Y.
He played that game 1.
All right, thank you. So our judge gave us all the deck lists, and they are alphabetized, so it's very
Sick.
nice.
We'll have to go through and pick out some good ones for.
Maybe ones that we've seen before, be a little bit better.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
But then
I
again, we're
apologize
trying.
for my lack of knowledge for Modern here. I mean, I know a decent bit about Modern. It's just that I've never seen this Black-Green Yawgmoth deck played. I've heard about it, but love to see live Modern play. We do too, man. Super excited. This is our first 1K. We wanted to hold a 1K back in March, and we had it planned out, everything ready to go, and then it got canceled because of COVID. Who guessed?
See, Patrick.
And so we haven't been able to hold one forever. We got a 1K today, 57 players.
Is that what we ended up with?
I think I saw 57.
There might be. I don't know if anybody actually got a buy, so there might actually be 50.
56 or 58 then?
58.
I don't remember.
It should say on the event, but we'll
I'll
look
check.
at that.
Yeah, I'll check on it.
We're close enough. We'll figure it out.
All right, so prime time with Amulet. Disgusting. See what he can do with 2.
He also has a
lands.
Dryad as well, which is very important. He plays a Vesuva, copying the red-white land basically to give his primetime haste as his interest.
He's going to attack with it, get 2 more lands.
And he's going to swing, and it has vigilance.
Oh, that's right. It has vigilance too.
I would assume this might be double Valakut here to either ping creatures out of the way to get more damage through, or to
Yep.
just ping him. I don't know quite what our. I don't quite
Does
know everything.
Wait, does double Valakut do
It does 12.
12? That's right.
Yeah.
Dang.
So 4 triggers come on because they both see each other enter along as themselves being enough lands to count.
Wait, how many lands does it have to be?
It has to be, with a Dryad in play, it has to be 6. Without a Dryad, it has to be 7 mountains.
Right.
But Dryad, so Valakut itself does not count as a mountain, which is one kind of like misconception on the card.
Counts all of them.
But when they enter, Dryads makes it a mountain, sees it. So he did remove some of the creatures out of the way.
Yeah.
And plan to hit him with Primeval Titan.
That's going to be game. Right?
I don't believe he has another land drop.
Okay, I just kind of assumed it was lethal with the rest that went upstairs.
Oh,
he does.
He's untapped with an amulet.
Yep.
And then, okay.
GG.
Okay, I didn't believe he had another one, but we will see
Amulet?
Cameron Patrick take it 2-1 against the black-green Yawgmoth deck.
After losing game 1.
Losing game
he
1,
was
and
really
I don't,
close to having
I don't
a combo
believe
a couple different times
in
there.
game 3, besides